Excuse me. Okay, the cab should be here any minute. Wait till you see the Crane cabin, Whitney. It's got everything. A fully stocked fridge, a big screen TV, every cable channel ever invented. You're still not talking to me, are you?
What do you want me to say, Teresa?
Say that you're not mad. Say that you understand that I didn't mean to screw up the room reservation here. Say, wow, Teresa, the Crane's Mountain Cabin is a great save.
It's great.
With feeling?
Okay, see, now you're pushing it. See, I don't trust you not to hijack the taxi and run back to Harmony to be with Ethan.
I won't. I swear. Like you said, it'll be good for me to be away from Ethan for a couple of days. I've got to get used to the idea that he's marrying Gwen.
Look, are you sure it's okay for us to crash at the Crane cabin?
Absolutely. Mrs. Crane told me to keep the key. That if I were ever in the area, I should feel free to use it. You'll see. It'll be perfect. We'll have the whole place to ourselves. I'll be so far away from Ethan that by the time we get back to Harmony, I won't even remember who he is.
Yo, man. I could get used to this.
Be my guest. You got the whole weekend to take advantage of this place.
Cool. Yo, I gotta admit, man, watching the game on this big screen beats hearing it on the radio back in my room any day, man. Yo, I gotta thank you again. Seriously.
It's like I said, Chad. This works both ways. And Gwen's gonna be thrilled that we've taken care of the music for the wedding while she's away.
Tell me, man, what's it like?
What, getting married? I'll let you know.
Nah. What's it like being in love? I mean, caring about somebody so much that you want to spend the rest of your life with them.
It's great. I mean, I'm a lucky guy. I mean, Gwen's the perfect woman for me.
It's cool, man. I'm sure that both of y'all will be very happy.
Hey, what about you?
You found anyone special?
Like Whitney Russell, maybe?
Where'd you get that from?
Well, I've seen you two talk to each other. Yeah, she's a nice girl, not to mention a total knockout. Well, don't tell me you're not interested in her. Luis, what are you doing here? Thought you'd be at the youth center.
Yeah, well, Bugsy's filling in for me. I got too much work here.
Liar.
What are you talking about?
I'm talking about Sheridan. You keep saying it's no big thing, that you don't care that she went back to Paris. Only since she left, you've been buried so deep in work, you haven't come up for air.
Yeah, well, that's because I'm trying to make detective, Hank.
Oh, bull. You miss Sheridan so much you can't see straight.
Merci beaucoup, Francois.
You're welcome, Miss Gwen. It's nice to have you back in Paris with us.
Thank you. Certainly didn't expect to be back. Thought I'd stay in Harmony this time and make it my home.
If you don't like the compact, I can exchange it for another one. I just thought that it looked most like the one I broke.
It's perfect. Thank you. I was positive that you were different, Luis. Why did you have to be like Jean-Luc and all the others? Why did Julian and my father have to be right?
Well, trust me, Amy, you're wasting your time with this bird hunt. You won't find it because there's nothing for you to find. It means absolutely nothing.
Well, I don't believe you because I know quite differently.
And just how is that, dear one? Did a little bird tell you?
Oh, laugh all you like, Julian, because you won't be laughing when I find that bird statue. I paid a little visit to your Dr. Russell today. You should have been there, Julian. All I did was mention the word bird, and Eve sent the bowl she was holding crashing to the floor. Tell me, if it means nothing, as you say, then why did Eve have such a severe reaction? Oh, do tell me, darling.
So why don't you let me take a crack at that puzzle?
No, sweetheart, you just read my mind. You know, I bought it downstairs to show it to you, but I must have left it in the kitchen.
Well, what's so tricky about it?
I don't know. It's just some silly wooden bird.
Did you say bird?
Yeah, it's some kind of ornamental bird statue. You know, Simone, I think there might be something inside. Honey, are you okay? What's wrong?
You're certain there's no proof of our past?
None. Unless you kept the old photos.
No, I got rid of them years ago.
Well, the only other person who had them was Orville. And how he got us set.
But they're gone, right?
I told you, Julian, the bird statue was destroyed in the fire.
Honey? Honey, what is it? What's wrong?
I would hold the hand of the one who could lead me places, and kiss the lips of the one who could sing so sweet. Wings of the bird I knew could take me high, breathe in, breathe out. You keep me alive. You are the fire burning inside of me. You are my passion for life.
I hope this time away cures you, Teresa.
It's got to. I have to move on with my life. Accept the fact that Ethan is marrying Gwen, and not me.
You mean that?
With all of my heart.
Well, good, because I cannot stand by and watch your heart get steamrolled again. You know, I know it doesn't seem like it right now, but in time you will find another guy.
It won't be the same.
It might be better.
Look, Whitney, I am not feeling sorry for myself, but no man will ever come close to Ethan. You'll understand once you've fallen in love. And don't keep telling me that Chad Harris doesn't get to you, because I can tell that he does. Why don't you just admit it?
Well, because it's not true, Teresa. Tennis is the only thing that I care about. Besides, look, if I ever did even want a guy, definitely wouldn't be Chad.
Well, that's too bad, because anybody can see that he's definitely got a thing for you.
No. I don't like him as much as he doesn't like me.
Well, then why are the two of you always talking?
He gets his kicks giving me a hard time. It's not my fault I run into him everywhere I go. Look, at least I am safe up here in the mountains, right? This is the last place I'll ever run into Chad Harris.
Whitney Russell? I don't think so. She's one of those girls who thinks she's got everything. And maybe you haven't noticed, man, but I got my degree from the University of this street. You know what I'm saying?
So?
So me and Whitney don't think alike. Hell, that's an understatement, man. I mean, we like from two completely different planets.
And that means you can't fall for her? You can't go out with her?
No offense, man, but I didn't think I'd have to explain this to you. I mean, from what I hear, you come from a little bit of money yourself, right? So could you ever see yourself with a girl from the other side of the tracks?
Sure, if I liked her.
Well, for me, I don't know. I mean, it sounds good on paper, but I ain't buying it. I mean, that kind of stuff only happens in Spielberg land, man. I mean, that kind of stuff just don't play out in the real world. I mean, just because someone might make you feel something inside don't necessarily mean she's the one. I mean, you just got to have more in common than that for it to go anywhere. You just do.
Maybe. I mean, Gwen and I come from the same background, and even we have our ups and downs.
Oh, yeah?
For a while, Gwen was really jealous of this girl I know. And I couldn't convince her that there was nothing serious going on, and it almost broke us up for good.
So how'd y'all get past it?
Gwen finally realized that she was wrong, and the girl was just a good friend of mine.
Well, I'm glad things worked out for you, man.
That makes two of us. Well, that's halftime. Hey, there's a grocery store down the road. You want to go get a six-pack and some junk food?
Yeah, man, now you talking. Y'all spring for the chips.
Deal. But you can't tell Gwen how much to eat, all right?
Deal. All right.
You're obsessing about something that doesn't exist. Next thing I know, you'll be joining one of those UFO clubs.
Oh, no. Don't try to make this about me, Julian. I know I'm on to something. It's obvious I've hit a nerve with both you and Dr. Russell.
I'll play along with you. Let's say, for the sake of argument, of course, that you're right, that there's some bird statue that somehow possesses the information that would give you power over me and Dr. Russell.
Yes, that's exactly what I believe.
Then tell me this. If there were such an object, one that contained the seeds of my undoing, why would I let it remain in existence for anyone to find?
Well, I haven't figured that part out just yet.
But don't waste your time, dear. You know I never leave any loose ends in my wake. And I doubt a very smart woman like Dr. Russell does either. Can you imagine what her husband would do if this so-called proof fell into his hands? It would blow Eve's family to kingdom come, and at the very least cause a great deal of unpleasantness in ours. So use the brain you were born with. If there ever was a bird statue, and I'm certainly not saying there was, it'd be long gone by now.
Honey, say something. Are you all right?
I'm fine. I just didn't realize that Simone's puzzle was in the shape of a bird. I thought it was a box.
No, I guess why the damn thing has given me so much of a challenge. You know, I've never seen anything like that before.
Well, I'd love to see it.
Well, I'll go get it for you. You know, I know you like opening up things like this, so I think it's in the kitchen somewhere.
It can't be the same statue. It can't be. Orville.
Hello, Eve. I just stopped by to thank you for making all those arrangements for the retirement home. You know, that's a very pretty home out there. I even met myself a very attractive lady friend. Are you all right, Eve?
I'm fine. I'm sorry, Orville. I just found out that the bird statue you used to have might still exist. It could even be in this house.
You mean the bird with the photos of you and Julian Crane?
Please. Keep your voice down. Yes, I was so sure that it was destroyed.
Be a shame if it wasn't. Seeing that the reason you set fire to my apartment. But how would it get here?
I have no idea. But my daughter and my husband were trying to open it. If it is the same statue, and TC opens it and sees what's inside, my life is over.
The hotel staff is very glad to have you back. When you did not return right away from America, we thought perhaps you had met a man and decided to stay.
Did they?
The American men are very handsome and rugged, no?
Yes, some of them are, but looks can be deceiving. Even some that seem quite wonderful on the outside can be very different once you get to know them.
I do not mean to intrude, Miss Crane, but you seem so sad. I hope your heart was not broken in America.
Sophie, I've had my heart broken in a couple of countries now. I'm getting better at it. Nothing I won't survive, though.
Of course, Miss Crane. You're a strong woman. It will be all right.
Thank you again for the flowers. I will be all right. First, I need to dispose of some things from my past. The sooner I get rid of Jean-Luc's things, the
Sooner I'll be able to make a fresh start.
Why hasn't she called? She should have landed in Paris by now.
Calm down. We will hear from Sheridan soon enough. We already know she's anxious to contact Jean-Luc.
What if she finds out he is already dead? That we killed him?
Impossible. You will take care of her before she ever learns of his fate. And she will never connect us to him from her grave.
Darn his machine. Jean-Luc, it's Sheridan. I've been trying to reach you. I'm back in Paris now.
Look, don't even try and tell me you don't miss Sheridan, okay? Because when she was pulling community service at the center, you were there every day. I checked with Bugsy, and since Sheridan's party, you haven't been there once.
Because I don't need to be. Now, the only reason that I was there so much when she was around, because I was afraid she might burn the place down. It had nothing to do with me wanting to be close to her.
Oh, you're so full of it. You're afraid to spend time at the youth center. There's too many memories of Sheridan there.
Look, speak for yourself, Hank. You're the one missing her, not me.
Admit it, Luis. She meant a lot to you, didn't she?
Oh my gosh! You were right, it really is nice. Oh, like I would expect anything less from the Crane family's mountain getaway. I don't even want to know what you're thinking about.
I'm not, Whitney. I'm not thinking about Ethan and the time I was up here with him. I'm trying not to anyway.
Look, you might as well get it out of your system now so you don't dwell on it the whole time we're here.
You don't mind?
Like it'd matter if I did?
It was snowing when I first got up into the cabin. Everything was so beautiful inside. There were candles lit everywhere, even rose petals and amazing love notes leading up into the bedroom. I couldn't see when I first got there, but suddenly I was in Ethan's arms and he was naked and kissing me.
Because he thought you were Gwen.
Later, we fed each other raw oysters. He brought up all of this amazing food.
For him and Gwen.
And later, we went outside in the snow and had the best snowball fight. And then we had dinner. And after dinner, we had hot cocoa. But the thing I remember the best was when the electricity went out. And we had to sleep in front of the fire to keep warm.
Look at this, Teresa. This is who Ethan loves. This is exactly who he's going to marry. Honey, there's no chance of you and Ethan ever being together. I'm sorry, but that's just the way it is.
I know.
It really is for the best, you know? Maybe up here in the mountains, far away from Ethan, you can finally get him out of your system.
Man, we got junk food, beer, the Final Four on your big screen TV. Yo, if this is a dream, don't wake me up till both games are over.
Hey, man, it's real. And just to let you know, this is just as much a break for me as it is for you. And I'd never admit this to Gwen, but every now and again, a little reprieve from the opposite sex feels pretty good.
Well, I guess we're in the right place, man, because we definitely ain't gonna run into any women up here.
Relax, buddy, okay? It's not a crime to care about somebody you've lost.
Yeah, well, speak for yourself. Because I did that once already. I don't want to do it again, not with anyone.
What are you talking about?
What's the difference? You know, it's just... Look, it's no use going after someone who isn't what you thought they were. Or someone who you're never going to see again. It's just, you know, I just gotta put it out of my mind and not think about it again.
You're talking about your father. You loved him. He left. You never knew why. Now Sheridan's done the same thing. You want to know why Sheridan's leaving is eating you up inside? You love her, don't you?
Julian, it's Sheridan. Is Ethan home?
Oh, I'm afraid you've missed him. He's gone to the cabin for the weekend.
Oh. Well, when you talk to him, tell him that I arrived in Paris safely and everything's fine.
I will do. Before you go, Sheridan, I want you to know that you did the right thing by returning to Paris. And now you can put that whole unfortunate mess with Luis Lopez Fitzgerald behind you.
That's the plan, Julian. Just hard to believe I was so wrong about him.
Yeah. Not for me. Father and I suspected from the start he was only out to use you. You know, you could have saved yourself a lot of heartbreak by listening to us.
So you keep telling me. You know, it's strange, though. Because right up until the last time I saw him, I got the feeling that he cared about me.
Oh, please, that's merely wishful adolescent thinking.
I suppose. If I hadn't seen him with my own eyes and heard him with my own ears.
But you did, Sheridan. You heard him say he was only using you, and you watched him as he mocked you and everything you stand for.
You don't need to keep reminding me.
Listen, I do hope you don't succumb to that weak will of yours and try to contact him from Paris.
Don't worry, I won't. I'm finished with Luis. Look, please, just tell Ethan I called when he gets home, okay?
Well, of course. And do take care. Au revoir.
Poor Sheridan. She has no idea. It wasn't Luis she overheard, but an imposter hired by you and Alistair.
If you know what's good for both of you, she never will.
Oh, don't worry, Julian. Your cruel little secret is safe with me. Tell me, darling, how does it feel playing God with other people's lives?
Actually, quite marvelous. You should get down off your high and mighty horse one day and try it. Father and I were merely doing what had to be done.
Even if it meant breaking your own sister's heart?
Absolutely. It's a small price to pay to protect the family name. If Luis had continued to snoop into his father's disappearance, he could have very well brought down the entire Crane dynasty.
You know, speaking of secrets, Julian, I am not as naive as Sheridan. I know when you're lying. And you are lying about that statue.
We're not back to that, are we?
Oh, I'm not letting it go. No, no, no. You may stop Luis with your trickery, but you won't stop me. I am going to find out about your relationship with Eve Russell, and I am going to find that bird.
Oh, God, Orville, what am I going to do? My husband can't see the photos inside that bird.
Hey, Mr. Orville, good to see you out of the hospital.
Thank you, sir. Mighty good to be out. I just stopped by to thank your wonderful doctor wife for all the things she did for me.
So, TC, where's the bird?
Couldn't find it.
Well, it couldn't have just disappeared.
Sweetheart, it's got to be around here somewhere. Why is it so important to you now?
Well, you've been talking about it so much. It just aroused my curiosity, that's all.
So, what's the bird statue look like?
It's made of wood, very colorful, tropical bird statue. You know, my daughter and I, we've been working on it, trying to open the damn thing. You know what? It's probably in Simone's bedroom.
I'm sorry, Eve. It sounds just exactly like my old bird.
Oh, my God. Oh, I knew it. I've got to find that bird before someone manages to open it up and see what's inside.
You might as well come clean, pal. You're in love with Sheridan, aren't you?
Love's a little strong, Hank.
All right, well, then you'd like her a hell of a lot more than you're saying.
All right. I'll level with you. Just so you don't think that I'm running away from anything. Because I'm down with what's going on. Yeah, Yeah, okay. I liked Sheridan. You know, I liked her a lot more than any other woman I've met in a long time.
I knew it.
But it's over. You know, she's gone back to Paris, living the high life that she's used to and hanging out with her French friends, laughing at people like me. Hell, what am I saying? She probably hasn't given me a second thought.
You know, I'm really tired. I think I'm gonna grab a shower or pick me up, you know?
I could go for a bath. I'll use the one in the master bedroom. You mind taking the guest room?
I'm sure it's a lot better than the one we were gonna have at the lodge.
No kidding. This way we'll have the entire cabin all to ourselves. We'll have our own real private summer party. Get ourselves a big tub of triple chocolate fudge, put on our PJs and take out.
Now that is one of your better ideas. Let's go.
Good deal. We made it just in time for the second half.
Cool. Well, looks like the birdie has flown the coop.
That doesn't make any sense. It has to be somewhere. Simone will be very upset if it's lost.
Well, I'll give her a call on her cell phone, see if she took it with her on her ski trip.
This is my worst nightmare, and it's coming true.
I can't get through. She must have her phone turned off. Maybe I'll try later.
Okay. I just don't think that she would have taken the bird with her.
Neither do I. It might be in Whitney's room. I'll check there. Hold on.
I've got to find that bird statue. Just don't know what Simone could have done with it.
Oh, brava, Ivy. That was quite a speech. Or should we call it a mission statement?
I don't give a damn what you call it. As long as you understand, I am going to find that bloody bird.
Suit yourself. Search high and low, hither and yon. There is no bird, as I said, and if there ever had been, it'd be long gone by now.
You know, I seem to recall another bird from Greek mythology. It was the phoenix, wasn't it, that rose up from the ashes? Well, if that bird can, why can't yours?
Thank God Eve destroyed that damnable statue.
Maybe it just sounds like your bird, Orville. Maybe lots of statues could fit its description.
Well, it wasn't in Whitney's room either. That's no big deal. I bet there was nothing inside of any importance anyway.
24 blackbirds baked into a pie. When the pie was open, the birds began to sing.
Orville, are you okay?
He's just tired. We just better get him back to his retirement home.
Sweetheart, I'll take him. Is that the one that's off of Willow?
That's
Avenue?
it.
Orville, I'm going to take you home now, okay?
Hello.
It's Julian. Are you alone?
Yes, TC just left.
I hear my adoring wife was quizzing you earlier about the bird statue.
Yes, and it really shook me up.
That's why I called. Now, if she tries to harass you again, just keep your cool and don't admit a thing. Remember, it was burned to a crisp, and with it, all the incriminating photographs of us inside, so there's no longer any evidence of our relationship together. Even my dog-with-a-bone wife will eventually give up when she realizes there's nothing to find.
Julian, I hope that you were sitting down. There's a problem.
This pizza's good, man.
You know, funny, I thought I turned out that light before we left. Guess I forgot.
All right.
Wait a damn minute. I didn't put this picture here.
Did you move it?
No, I never touched it.
And I didn't turn on those lights before either. Somebody's been here.
Have you seen anything missing, man?
No? Well, maybe we scared him off when we came back. You hear that?
Something tells me it ain't Goldilocks.
It turns out that the bird statue may still exist.
You promised me that bird was destroyed in a fire. You told me no one would ever see proof of our affair.
That's what I thought, Julian. But I just learned that my daughter recently acquired a bird statue. I don't know how or from whom, but it sounds exactly like the one with photos of us inside of it.
Then get rid of it.
I can't. I don't know where it is.
What?
We've looked everywhere for it, and my daughter's away. I can ask her.
Well, you better come up with another way to find it, and fast.
Believe me, Julian, I have been racking my brain trying to figure out where it might be.
All right, now we don't even know for certain if it's the same statue, do we?
No. But we can't take any chances?
No, of course not. You just keep looking for it, and you call me the second you find it. This is not what I want to do here.
Believe me, Julian, I hate it more than you do. Bye.
Damn it, nobody better find that bird statue.
Is this the Harmony Herald? Yes, I'd like to place a classified ad. That's right. Looking for interesting bird statue. We'll pay top dollar.
Bugs. No chips, the piece that broke off. Better get the price of a six-pack for this thing.
Maybe you were right. You know, maybe I need to find a local girl, someone who's more like me. And just like Sheridan needs to find someone who's more like her. Who knows? Maybe she'll get back with that old boyfriend of hers, Jean-Luc.
How can you say that? That guy was a loser.
Maybe he's changed. Maybe she's changed. You know what? I don't know and I don't care. Because I got my own life to live.
You say so.
Yeah. Look, I'm finished here. Want to grab some coffee?
If you're buying.
get a fax here.
What's it say?
Interpol. They're looking for leads on some French connection drug dealer type, Jean-Luc Moulin. Seems he met an untimely death. They don't know who he ticked off.
How'd he die?
Well, whoever whacked him meant business. Car bomb. I'd sure hate to be on their hit list.
I refuse to feel sorry for myself. I'm going to get on with my life. I'm going to make Paris my home. My city. Only on my terms this time. No more falling for men like Jean-Luc or Louise. From now on, things are going to be different.
What did I tell you? Sheridan the American has left us a message.
Jean-Luc, this is Sheridan. I've been trying to reach you. I'm back in Paris now. Where are you? Let me guess. You're out with your new rich American girlfriend.
He was a cat.
Oh, a true dog.
I still have some things of yours that I'd like to get rid of. Maybe I could drop them off later. I'll try you again.
Excellent. She will be in touch again soon. And when she comes to drop off Jean-Luc's things, we'll kill her.
Whoever broke in is still here.
I know. Oh, I think I heard something in the living room. Me too. I think somebody's here. Oh my God, what are we gonna do? We have to check it out.